Good morning, class 4. We are doing English language class and we are following basic English grammar and composition book. And we are doing subject and predicate. So we'll start with what we have done yesterday. We'll just quickly go through it. That is, in every sentence we mention about a person, place or thing. Then we say something about that person, place or thing. Example, Rima is in the swimming class. So here Rima is the subject of the sentence, who is doing the work, that is who is in the swimming class. And whatever we say about the person, place or thing is the predicate of the sentence, that is whatever Rima is doing, the second half of the sentence. So, is the swimming class is the predicate of the sentence. So we are doing the chapter subject and predicate, which is chapter number 3, and today is 22nd April 2020. I hope all of you are well and taking care of yourselves. So everyone, take out page number 5. All the children of class 4, take out page number 5. We'll give a reading to the first part of the chapter. So chapter number 3, parts of sentence, write today's date and classwork. Number 1, there are two parts of the sentence, subject and predicate. We already know this in class 3. We have done a lot of it. We are just revising it. Number 2, we name some person or thing when we write a sentence. Obviously we name some person, Ram, Hari, Rohan, John, Jack, anything. This naming part of the sentence is called the subject. Okay, suppose the birds or the cow, the animals. This part is the naming part, which is called the subject. Number 3, the subject is the doer of the action. It may be noun or a pronoun. See what I told in the first part, that is only there in the second part. That is, the subject is the doer of the action. That is, whatever is being performed, who is doing? The doer is doing. That doer is the subject. It may be a noun or it may be a pronoun. Number 4, a word or group of words about which something is said is called the subject of the sentence. So those group of words is called the subject of the sentence about which something is said. And those group of words which say something about the subject is known as the predicate of the sentence. We'll go through few examples in the next slide. So this is page number 5, children. Now look at the pictures given below and read the sentence. First sentence is, a rose smells sweet. So there is a child or there is a baby girl who is smelling the rose. And the first sentence is, a rose smells sweet. Next sentence is, number 2, babies crawl before they learn to walk. So the baby is crawling. Number 3, Manish is reading. And number 4, Shalu is eating an apple. Okay. So here, in the first picture, who is the doer? A rose. What is the rose doing? Smelling sweet. So the rose is the subject and smells sweet is the predicate. Number 2, babies crawl before they learn to work. So who is crawling? Who is the doer? Babies are the doer. So in sentence number 2, babies is the subject and crawls before they learn to walk is the predicate. Number 3, Manish is reading. Manish is the subject here. Is reading is the predicate here. And number 4, finally, Shalu is eating an apple. In some cases, you will find, for example, the young man is the smallest. The young man is collecting leaves. So who is collecting leaves? The young man. The young man. So there are 3 words. So these are called group of words. So what I have written down is the answer of this, that is The subject of the sentence may be a single word, that is like Rose, babies, Manish or Shalu, or it may be many words like a rose or the young man, the example I give you just now. Similarly, a predicate of the sentence may also be a single word or also can be many words. Okay, we'll go through the next slide. Page number 6 for you. First part, the sentence given below are divided into subject and predicates. Number 1, Vikram is the subject here, has come home is the predicate here. Ram is studying. So Ram is the subject here, is studying is the predicate. Who is studying? Ram is studying. Always question the subject, so you will get the answer. My father. What is my father doing? My father is reads the newspaper daily. So what my father does? My father reads the newspaper daily. So my father is the subject, reads the newspaper daily is the predicate. Next, Kolkata is a big city. We all love Kolkata, isn't it? Yes. So Kolkata is a big city. So Kolkata is the subject here. Which is a big city? Kolkata is the big city. Kolkata is the subject here and is a big city is the predicate. All the actors danced. See, all the actors. Who danced? All the actors. So subject is all the actors. They are doing a thing, that is dancing. And what is the predicate? Danced. The happy girl laughed. So who laughed? The happy girl. And what did the happy girl do? Laughed. So you see the rules which we have seen in the previous page. That is, the subject of the sentence may be a single word or many word, and the predicate of the sentence may be a single word or of many words. We get the examples here. Like Vikram, Ram, my father, Kolkata. All these are single word subject. These two are group of words, subject but with group of words. Predicate, see, these all are group of words, predicates, but these two are single word predicate. Okay. Sometimes the subject is understood or left out. For example, go home. Who is saying go home? You go home. So you is the subject here, which may not be fitting in the sentence. Sit down. Whom? Who is saying to sit down? The teacher is telling us to sit down. So the teacher is the subject here. And you sit down. So you is the subject here. Read the lesson now. Who will read the lesson now? Rohan, read the lesson now. So Rohan is the subject here, or you read the lesson now. You is the subject here. In the above sentences, the word you or the subject is left out. Okay.